Building off of last week, we're going to talk about filling the frame this week. Filling the frame is a concept that I learned from photography and is about making sure that each image you take has a purpose and a point of focus. When you create a slideshow, you're basically creating a set of images, not text. So you should know how images work and how they're set up. So let's look at this example. I'm going to show you a photo and ask you, what is the photo about? So this is the first one, and take a second to look at it. Is it about the room? Is it about what's on the table? Is it about the window or the background? And actually, it's not about anything if you really can't tell. It's just a picture of a room. And if you can't tell what the image is about and what's the purpose of the image, then I haven't done my job right. So in photography, you're always taught to fill the frame. Fill the frame with what you think is important and what you think is the focus of the image. And if there isn't one, you have to pick one. So if I wanted to make this picture about this knife I purchased, I would show you just the knife. I can show you from multiple different angles and in different ways, but I have to make clear it's about the knife. Now you can overfocus, and that's when you're showing not enough, or you're showing something too closely, like if I just took a picture of the handle, or if I just took a picture of a blade. This doesn't really help. So how does this relate to making a slide? Well, when you're making a slide, you're just showing a group of images. And for me, they should have less text. So when you're trying to get better at photography, this is one of the tricks you're shown really early, and one way to get instantly better. Filling your frame. How does this relate to presentations? Well, let's suppose I want to show you a website and a presentation, and I showed you a full screen. If you looked at the full screen, you probably couldn't tell what I was talking about if you couldn't hear me. And even if you could hear me, you probably couldn't see what I was talking about. But let's say I just wanted to show you a picture of this camera. Now I filled up the whole screen with the camera. You really couldn't think about anything else, and I wouldn't let you be thinking about anything else because there's only a camera on the screen. So going back to slideshows, when I see slideshows like this with multiple images or multiple figures, I can't figure out what they're showing, or they're showing things not well. So let's work on one slide as an example. In this slide, and I've seen it a lot before, it has a title and multiple images. Sometimes they have multiple figures, sometimes they have multiple. If I wanted to show the images better and tell a better story, I would kind of break it out. So I would remove the title because I'm going to talk about it. And I would put each individual image on its own slide so people can really see what I was talking about. So instead of talking and telling people, hey, look at the image, the first image in the right-hand corner, the image in the left-hand corner, I can just say this image. And it stands on its own and it's more impactful. So when I focus in on something like this knife, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this example is pretty simple, but it works with a lot of things such as text, figures, and tables. The more things you have, the harder it is for the audience to know what you're talking about exactly. So the takeaway this week is to fill your frame with exactly what you want to talk about and remove everything else because it's distracting and it doesn't help your cause. In presentations, it makes it easier for people to understand you. I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any other questions or would like to see more examples. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more about slides and presentation improvement. Thanks.